everyone. I hope you're fan-dabby-dozy today. And if you're not completely there, we can do some stretching to get you there. This is going to be a full body stretch. Can be great in the morning when you've just woken up or any time of day, but we all have tightness through the hips, the piriformis, the lower back, shoulders, neck, all those things. So let's get to it and start working on those areas. Everything we do for stretching will be helpful because it will release some of that nerve compression, but we also really want to build strength and great biomechanics so that we can support those weaker areas. So let's get to it. Come to a place on the mat, a comfortable seat, and let's begin by stretching through our toes and our feet. With your knees out in front of you, sit nice and tall, stacking, your heart over your hips, crown reaching to the head. Engage the core and engage your pelvic floor. Everything we do in yoga, we have to engage through the core. Quite often yoga can be fairly passive, or people think it's passive. Where the strength building comes is from being very, very active. So really lifting up and building the strength. Coming onto your mat, I'd like you to lean the weight into your shins as you press into the tops of your feet here. And then tuck your toes behind you and lift the weight up onto the backs of your feet so that you get a nice stretch through the toes. We rarely stretch our toes. Bring the shoulders up and back and just lift them up and away from the ears. Maybe drop the head back a little bit. Bow forward here. Lifting the shoulders. Come on back. Stretch the toes. Release and come onto the tops of the feet. Bring the fingers down to your mat and lift the knees here as you stretch through the tops of the feet. Feels great. We forget about our feet. Coming into neutral stacked tabletop position here. Nice and strong. Let's take our rounds of cat-cow. If these are your first versions of cat-cow for the day, really enjoy opening and compressing, so flushing the spine. Drop the chin in towards the chest and rounding, head gaze upwards to the sky, tailbone back, and take this movement as dynamically as you like. Really working here to hydrate that tissue that, if you've been asleep, has just been stagnant. Hydrating through the spine. Right leg lifts behind us now. Breathe here as you press evenly into your fingertips, not your wrists. And bring that right foot forward and find a lovely, juicy low lunge. Let's work through the hips here a little bit. And remember to engage the glutes as you move. Always working to engage and activate and lift, protects the joints. Reach the arms up, cactus arms open through the heart. Reach again. And let's take a gentle twist. My right arm comes in front as the left comes back. Maybe we reverse that and find the heel. Stretch open through the right ribs. Hands come up and we twist the other way. If you'd like to find your heel and release back, that feels good. Reach up and open. Drop the hands, clasp them behind you and just draw the shoulder girdle, the shoulders up and away. And maybe find a back bend as you engage through the glutes and the quads and find your balance. Reach your right leg forward, drive the right heel to the ground as you hinge from the hips, bringing the chest in towards the thigh. Keep the toes active. Now, it's not important that you bring your head all the way to your leg. Just find that nice stretch in the hammies there. Again, take the opportunity to stretch through the foot, so point and flex. Really noticing here how that changes the dynamic stretch in the back of the leg. Bring your feet, knees, shins back together as you find Balasana. Drop the hips. Claw forward on the mat. Fingers come as far forward as you can possibly get them. Open up through the scapula. Drop the head if you'd like. Bring your hands over to the left side as you stretch through. Notice underneath the right shoulder blade, the top of the right rib cage, and then over to the left. Let's come back to neutral. Take our low lunge sequence on the left side. Left leg reaches back, nice and strong. Everything's active. Left foot comes forward. We rise up. Engage and activate quads, glutes. Reach up. Hopefully we can take the sequence the same way on this side, if I can remember. Reaching, opening up through the heart, balancing here. We twist one way. Maybe we come back to that heel as we arch through. Hands come up. Inhale, exhale, open. And can we find, without falling over, pressing into the earth, anchoring. Hands come back down to the mat. The left heel comes forward, pressing the weight away from the right knee into the right shin bone. Reach forward as you hinge from the hips. Breathing into the back of the left leg, the hamstrings. Take the opportunity to stretch here. Full body stretch today. Toes come to the earth and toes come up to the sky in dorsiflexion. Oh, it feels so good. Hinging again. Having trouble balancing today. Reach up one more time. Open the arms. And release. Hands come back behind you. Juicy back bend. Bring the feet back together, the knees, the shins, and come on back now for puppy dog pose. Hips over the knees, stacked nicely. Reach forward as you bring the chest to the earth. Coming back to neutral. Tuck your toes this time. Remember to press the weight into your fingers. Slight external rotation of the shoulders. Strong through the side ribs. Bring the heels back to the earth as you gently lift up. Hips come up to the sky. And find your version of downward facing dog. Maybe it's the first one of the day. Pedal out through the backs of the legs, walk the dog. Enjoy this opportunity to stretch through the backs of the legs. Breathe here. Right leg lifts up. Maybe we open up here, just a gentle hip opener. And then bring the feet back to a parallel alignment. Lift the right leg and bring the right foot in front of you. Drop the back heel, the back legs at 45 degrees. Your feet are in heel to heel alignment as you rise up for warrior one. Strong warrior. Check your knees not coming in or out. Knees tracking over the ankle. Breathe here. Maybe you find a little movement here. It's okay to take these poses as dynamic. This is where we find the strength. Remember to lift up through the core, lift up through the pelvis. So lift your pelvic floor as well as your core. Bring your hands behind you. Open up your shoulders and breathe. Let the head fall down. Hinging from the hips, find humble bow, humble warrior. Step forward. Let's take a full inhale as we move our arms up. Exhale, full forward fold, hinge from the hips here. Take a moment to breathe into the backs of the legs here as you guide your chest towards your legs. The gaze comes through the legs as the feet are active. Bring opposite hands to opposite elbows here. Let the head hang heavy. Release any pressure or tension in the neck. The neck is always neutral. And simply sway from side to side, releasing through the hammies and the hips and the lower back maybe. Bring the hands to the mat, tuck the chin. Find Urdhva Uttanasana, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale all the way down. And then roll up vertebra by vertebra. Standing nice and tall in Tadasana. Just a reminder here, guys. Feet, all four corners of the feet engaged. So look at the feet and just think, am I using all the muscles in my feet here? Lift the quads to protect the knees. Tuck the tailbone a little bit. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold down. And then step back to downward facing dog. Second downward facing dog. Maybe it feels a little looser in the backs of those legs. Pedal out your dog. And when you're ready, lift your left leg high. Open up, so let the foot sort of sway over to the right, so you open up through the hip. Feels great. And then bring that left leg back on a parallel alignment and bring it through and find a space in front of you, in between your hands. As you drop your right foot at 45 degrees, check your alignment, heel to heel alignment for warrior one. Swoop up. Engage the quads on the right side, protect the knee. Look down. Is your knee tracking over your ankle? You shouldn't really see your toes. Breathing here. Opening up. Find a back bend. And then reach back for a nice shoulder stretch. Fold forward, take humble bow. Lift up. And step forward to the front of your mat. Now, at the front of your mat here, let's take a wide stance. So step wide on your mat. Your feet come out in front of you, parallel. And I want you just to tap your hips and hinge forward from the hips. Folding to the earth, let's take some gentle movement from side to side, squeezing the hips. Hip socket, flushing through those joints. Come over to the right side of your mat, lean into the right foot as you extend the left leg long. Drive the left heel into the ground so the foot is in flexion here, and just breathe here into the backs of the leg. Come up through the center and come over to the left. Turn that right foot out. Breathing here down the back of the right leg. Come on back to your wide fold and then heel toe your feet together as you come into a yogi squat. I'm going to come this way into my squat, but I'm going to turn around to show you the alignment. So, in yogi squat, our hips are back. Our feet are firmly on the ground, fully engaged. The back, rather than rounding forward, try to keep the back nice and straight and the crown of the head reaching. As you engage the glutes, really strengthen the glutes here to activate the quads to protect the knees. Breathing here. Hands come to the mat as you lift up and roll up vertebra by vertebra. So you're probably like this. Stand definitely step to the front of your mat. Inhale, take a big breath in. Clasp your hands here, shoulders up and back, and move over to the right. Keeping the hips stacking forward, move over to the left. Engage the core, engage the pelvic floor, tailbone is slightly tucked. Always when we're standing with both feet evenly on the ground. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Uttanasana, full forward fold here. Left hand comes in between the feet as we reach up with the right hand to open up, maybe find the outside of the left hip, open the shoulders here. Replace the hands and twist up. This also feels great if you want to bend the knees while you're here. Just opening up through the chest and roll up vertebra by vertebra. Stepping forward with the left foot, anchor into the left foot there as you step back on your mat with your right foot. Now your right foot's going to come into a parallel alignment, so step it back and keep that right leg nice and strong. Bend into the left hip and the left quad and find a high lunge. Breathing here, active glutes, sink down and then open up. Take a gentle twist here. With the breath, inhale up, exhale, twist the other side. Active inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Reaching here, bring the right hand to the earth. Find the ground, stabilize, and then twist as you turn and lift that left hand up. Feel a lovely release in the piriformis or the outside of the left glute. And then with strength, with grace, if possible, we come back up to our high lunge, open up, release, and step forward. Mountain pose again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let the hands come down as you step back now with the left foot. So taking this exact same sequence on the other side. Your left foot, when you step back, is at 45, then you tuck it. Both feet are parallel. Nice long leg at the back, anchoring you, engage the glutes here. High lunge. Breathing here, beautiful high lunge. Balancing as we open up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale, and breathe. Feels so good. Draw the hands back down. Inhale, reach up, and this time we reach forward with the left hand coming to the earth. The right hand comes up behind us. Right wrist over the right shoulder. Nice twist here. And then come on up. Back to your high lunge. How do your hips feel? Release. Step forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale. We're coming down to the mat now. Step back. Let's hover here just for a moment in a version of plank. We can bring our knees to the earth or lift up here. Nice and strong. Neutral neck, engagement through the core. And then let the knees come down, unfurl the feet as you come onto your mat here. Take a couple of rounds of cobra, so lifting up, back bend, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Breathing into the mat, the front body pressing into the mat, the neck is nice and long. Lifting into locust pose, I want you to engage into the pelvis. Lift the legs as high or as low as you'd like, with very little weight in the hands, if any, and just lift up. Breathing here, we build strength in the lower back. Release and relax. Find your mat as you lift up and back. Balasana. Coming back to neutral here, we've had a nice little work through the center line of our body. Let's tuck our toes and find our last downward facing dog for this session. Lift up, and let's just notice here how we feel now that we've moved through some of that tightness. We can pedal out the feet a bit more. Breathe here, let the head hang heavy, and take any tension, or try to let go of any tension of the traps. The neck should really not be engaged. Lift your right leg up high and gently tap your right knee to your right elbow once, and then lift up and bring the right knee now down to the mat behind your right wrist for pigeon pose. With pigeon pose, make sure that your hips are fairly well aligned and stacking forward rather than one falling to the earth. That means you have to lift up through the core and the pelvic floor. Check your back foot, nice and aligned. A good way to do that is come onto the toes. Check that you're nice and strong, and then you can release through the knee and elongate that leg as you fold forward. Make sure your right foot is active so that you're protecting your knee. Breathe here into pigeon. When you're ready, come up and back, pedal out your feet a little bit, lift the left leg high up. Left knee comes to tap the left elbow with the breath. Bring the left knee onto the mat. Guide the right leg back. Maybe you bring your left foot forward a little bit, depending on your hip mobility. Do what's right for you. Make sure that you're evenly stacking though. The weight is even. And my left hip is so much tighter. Come on down. Keep the left foot engaged. Think about your knee. And breathe. Notice, and in that noticing, just surrender. Try not to hold on. Try to breathe into the areas of tightness. And now we come into a nice seat. In our seat, left knee forward, right knee out to the side, right foot on the 90-degree alignment there. Let's take some gentle seated twists. Twisting is so good for us as long as we're really active through our core. We flush through the spine and we squeeze the internal organs when we twist. But you have to be aware of your joints. Fold forward now into the space in front of you. Releasing through the hip. Come on up. Let's change our legs. Right knee out in front of me here. Left knee to the side, twisting, keeping the neck nice and neutral. We always forget about our neck. Very important part of the spine. Folding forward. Breathing here. Coming up. Let's bring our feet in front of us. Take some windshield wipe. You can lean back. You can just take this movement any way you like. It's quite nice to lean back on the shoulders here and then come to sit the long way on the mat. Sit nice and tall. Engagement is really active here. Breathe here. Bring your feet together in a seated butterfly pose. You can bring your heels very close in towards you if you'd like. But some people this is enough of a stretch. But if you feel that you can come forward, clasp the feet and let the head draw in. Come up, bring your feet on the mat at hip distance width apart, and gently come back onto your mat. Let's take a moment here to extend fully, in full length here, as full stretch. And then bring our feet in towards our seat as we point our knees up towards the sky. Coming into a bridge pose where we want to strengthen the glutes a little bit. Think about this as a glute bridge position. Full engagement on the quads, everything stacking hip distance. You can feel your spine on the earth without any space, so make sure that you feel nice and secure on the earth before you lift up. Keep your neck nice and neutral, keep space between the chin and the chest. Lift up, active through the glutes as you lift up. Maybe you find the heels here. Keep nice and strong through the quads, but lift up with the glutes. Breathe here. Take this into a somatic movement, so we reach the hands up and back, the shoulders start to move, just moving through the arms, and release. Let the seat come down, clicky knees. Extend the right leg, lift the right leg high, keep the foot really active as you bend the knee, hook the ankle over the left thigh. Nice to be reclined. Reclined figure of four or reclined pigeon. Lifting the left leg up. Find the space between your legs and clasp the left shin. Let your head drop back. Your gaze is nicely up to the sky. Your neck is neutral. Keep your feet active. Breathe into the hips and release. Take your legs into a windshield wipe. Let the knees fall side to side as you just relax. Extend your left leg nice and long. Foot comes up above you. Lovely stretch here, just alone. And then hook that left heel over your right thigh. Find the space in between your legs. Right hand on the outside, left hand comes through that hole that we've created as we draw the shin up in towards our body. We press simultaneously into the outside of the left hip. Breathe here. Feels so good. Release. And bring your legs down. Windshield wipe through the knees. Let's extend the right leg, bring the left knee in towards us and guide that left knee over the right body for a nice supine or reclined twist. Exchange the legs, bring the right knee towards our body. If it feels good or safe to do so, you can just plug the hip into the hip socket here. Use the right hand to anchor you as you draw the left knee over and away from the right shoulder. Feel a stretch through the shoulder. Maybe next class I do will work through the shoulders and the pecs and the front body and the chest. Bring the legs long. Bring the feet together for a reclined butterfly. Let your hands relax. Draw your knees into your chest. Take happy baby, rocking side to side. You can clasp your toes or just your shins. Extend your legs long on your mat. For Shavasana, if you have time, it's so important to spend a moment just finding that lovely place of calm, deepening the breath. And when you're ready to come to a seat, come up and face forward with me. It's always a pleasure to practice with you guys. If you have any comments or feedback for me, I'm always open to feedback, although some people would say I'm not, but I am for you. And of course, send me some requests as well. Namaste.